So here is the statement of the salary income. Assessment year 21-22, previous year 2021. Okay. So first of all, we decide the salary for the previous year. Previous year means 2021 is the previous year. So the basic salary that we have to decide. So the 1st April 20 to 31st March 21. Okay. So go to the calculation. Total basic salary from 1st April 20 to 31st March 21. Look at some. Joining date 1st August 2016. Basic salary on that date 25,000. Then each and every year uh, rupees 5,000 is the increment that we have to add. Okay. Salary on the joining date 25,000. So you can see here increment date is not given. So the increment become due on the date of joining. Joining date 1st August. So the increment also will be given on that day. So the 3 increment will be given here. So you can see increment on the date of 1st August 17, 5,000. On the date of 1st August 18, rupees 5,000. And on the date of 1st August 19, 5,000. So 3 times 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 15,000 increment added. So the basic salary on the date of 1st August 2019. Is this clear? 3 increment became due 17, 18, and 19. So here basic salary 40,000. You can see here basic salary became 40,000. Now see the scale now. See, according to the scale now, so uh, 25,000 is the basic salary, 5,000 increment. So after adding the 5,000 increment, basic salary become 40,000. After becoming the 40,000 basic salary, the increment will be given 7,500. After that, it is clear. So the now increment will be given 7,500 after the basic salary becoming 40,000. એટલે હવે 40,000 નો બેઝિક થઈ ગયો એટલે 7,500 નું ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ આપવામાં આવશે. So the increment will be given 7,500. Okay. Hello. Are you getting this point or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
It is clear? Okay. So now increment become due on the date of 1st August 20 and increment amount is 7,500. So the basic on 1st August 20, 47,500. Is this clear? Now tell me the basic salary on 1st April 20. 1st April 20. So here basic salary we have to decide from 1st April 20 to 31st March 21. So tell me the basic salary on the date of 1st April 20. Hello. Hello. પહેલી એપ્રિલ 2020 ના રોજ બેઝિક સેલેરી કેટલો થશે? Can't get idea. Hello. It's a simple now. Just use your common sense.
ફર્સ્ટ એપ્રિલ થી 1st ઓગસ્ટ સુધી 40,000 એન્ડ
Yes.
બાકીના લેફ્ટ ઓવર મંથમાં 47,500.
Okay. Good. Very good. First April to 31st July 40,000 and up increment become due on 1st August 20 7,500. So the basic on the 1st August 20 47,500. So the for the 8 month the basic salary will be taken here 47,500. Is this clear? સમજાયું બધાને? 1 ઓગસ્ટ 2019 નો 40,000 બેઝિક એ 1 એપ્રિલના રોજ 1 એપ્રિલ 20 ના રોજ રહેશે કારણ કે ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ ડ્યુ ક્યારે થાય છે? ઓગસ્ટમાં. એટલે ઓગસ્ટ સુધી એ જ બેઝિક સેલેરી રહી. સમજાયું? ક્લિયર થયું બધાને કે નહીં? ક્લિયર? Hello. Nobody answer me. Hello. So go to the sheet now where 5,40,000 basic salary will be written. Basic salary 5,40,000. Okay. Go to the sum. DNS allows 20% of the salary, in which 40% part is included for the benefits of retirement. Means when we decide the perquisite of the house, at that time in the BABC, this 40% will be considered as a allowances. So remember this thing now. BABC, when we decide the BABC for the perquisite of the house, at that time the 40% retirement benefit will be considered. Okay. So here 25% DNS and bonus 1,500 per month. So here we consider the yearly bonus now. Okay. Go to the sheet. 25% on 5,40,000. Okay. Bonus. Yearly bonus 18,000. Yearly bonus 18,000. Go to the sum again. Education allowance rupees 400 per month for two children. Okay. Go to the calculation. Education allowance. Total amount 400 multiplying by 12 multiplying by two two children. So the total 9,600. Now tell me what is the exempted amount? Exempted amount per child. Hello?
2,400.
Okay. Per child 100 rupees. So the taxable amount 7,200. Taxable amount 7,200. So taxable amount will be written in the sheet now. Commission 5% on the 5 lakh. Then education allowances 7,200. Education allowance according to the note 2 7,200. Go to the sum. Okay. Medical allowance 10,000. It become taxable. Medical allowance 10,000. Taxable. Go to the sum. Hmm. 6 point is the very, very important, uh, in which we have to determine the amount of perquisite of house. So rent-free accommodation, including the furniture, 1 lakh. So the 10% of the 1 lakh means 10,000 will be added in the amount of BABC. Okay. Then monthly rent 2,000. So this thing also consider, and recovery 1250 will be deducted. Okay. So here we have to decide the BABC. B, basic salary. A, allowances. Again B, bonus. And C, commission. Here as a allowance, in the allowances, medical allowance will be considered, education allowance will be considered, and retirement benefit, DNS allowance will be also considered. So here we have to see the provision also now, and information also we will consider here. Perquisite of house, BABC. So B means basic salary, A means allowances, again B means bonus, and C means commission. Okay. So basic salary we have already now. Basic salary 5,40,000. Basic salary 5,40,000. A means allowances. Allowance is 7,200. Education allowance. Medical allowance 10,000. And DNS allowance as a retirement benefit. According to the instructions, we will consider here. Okay. See, number one, DNS allows 25% of the salary, in which 40% part is included for the benefit of retirement. So when the instruction is given regarding the benefit of the retirement, such amounts will be considered in a BABC as a allowances. Okay. So 40%. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is my voice coming to you?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
અવાજ આવે છે ને? અવાજ આવે છે બરાબર?
Sir.
ઓકે ઓકે. અને સમજ પડે છે કે નથી પડતું? સમજ પડે છે ને? ઓકે.
Sir.
ઓકે. હા. So 54,000 retirement benefit. So 7,200, 10,000 and 54,000. આ 54,000 ક્યાંથી આવ્યા ખબર પડી બધાને? $1,35,000 multiplying by 40 as per the instruction. Is this clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. B bonus and C commission. BABC total 6,54,200. Okay. So here Surat city. The population is not given. So the Surat city will be considered here 7,05,000 to 10 lakh. So the 10% we will consider here. Okay. %10 of BABC, assuming that Surat, 10 lakh to 25 lakhs. So 10% will be considered here 65,420. Then the 10% furniture amount, cost of furniture, it is given in the sum 1 lakh. So 10% will be added, and additional value with monthly rent rupees 2,000. So 24,000 will be also added. This is considered as a facility. Okay. Furniture rent charge 2,000 multiplied by 12 means 24,000, and 10,000 is the cost of furniture. 10% of 1 lakh. So the 34,000 will be added, and recovery will be deducted. 1,250 is the amount of recovery. Recovery એટલે કર્મચારી પાસેથી એટલા પૈસા પાછા લઈ લીધા. અહીંયા તમે જોઈ શકો છો કે 1,00,000 રૂપિયાનું ફર્નિચર એના 10% એટલે 10,000, અને બીજું ફર્નિચર છે રેન્ટ તરીકે, તો 2,000 ગુણ્યા 12, 10,000 એટલે 24,000 વત્તા 10,000, ટોટલ 34,000 અહીંયા ધ્યાનમાં લેવામાં આવશે. એમાંથી રિકવરી માઇનસ કરી નાખીએ એટલે ટેક્સેબલ અમાઉન્ટ થઈ 84,420. બીજું, સુરતની પોપ્યુલેશન અહીંયા આપી નથી, એટલે આપણને ખબર છે એ પ્રમાણે અગાઉ પણ એક એક્ઝામ્પલ આપણે જોયો હતો. તો સુરતનું પોપ્યુલેશન 10 લાખ ને 25 લાખની વચ્ચે આવે, એટલે અહીંયા આવશે BABC ના 10%. 10% of the BABC will be considered. Here we have assuming, we assume the population of the Surat between 10 lakh to the 25 lakh. So the 10% will be considered here of BABC. So taxable total 84,420 will be returned in the sheet as a taxable amount. Okay. Eight point, value of perquisite of motor. Value of perquisite of motor car. Next point. Go to the instruction. 1.8 cc motor car. Purpose, both purpose. Business and personal. Repair maintenance paid by the company 10,000. Recovery will not be considered here according to the provision now. Okay, so this 10,000 will not be considered here. Okay, so go to the sheet. 1.8 cc means 2,400 and plus 900. You can see in the book 137 page, recovery from employee is not deductible. Company provided him one 8.8 cc motor car with driver. So the 24,000 plus driver salary 900. So total 24,000 plus 900, 3,300 multiplying by the 12. So total taxable amount become 39,600. Is this clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go to the next point. Employee and his contribution to recognize provident fund 15% of the salary. Means here limit is 12%. So 3% more now. It become taxable. So here also retirement benefit amount will be considered. Three percent more. So 5,40,000 basic plus retirement benefit 54,000. Total 5,94,000 and multiplying by 3%. So the 12% is the limit. But according to the instruction, 15% contribution is there now. So the 3% become taxable. 17,820. Is this clear? Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Point is clear? Okay. Go to the sum. His wife insurance premium 10,000 paid by the employer. So this is the personal expenditure and paid by the company. So it become taxable. any personal expenditure or expense paid by the company become taxable. Go to the sum. Interest credited on the recognized provident fund 12%. So at the rate of 12%, total interest 53,400. So here, what is the limit here? Tell me the limit of the interest. Hello? Hello? What is limit? Interest credited in the recognized provident fund 12%. Here you can see the limit is 9.5%. So the 2.5% more, it becomes taxable. Okay. બાર ટકા લેખે 53,400 મળ્યા છે તો 2.5% લેખે કેટલા? તો 11,125, 11,125 become taxable. ટોટલ 12% લેખે 53,400 મળ્યા છે. આપણે અહીંયા લિમિટ 9.5% ની છે એટલે 2.5% વધારે છે, 2.5% વધારે છે. તો એ વધારે અમાઉન્ટ કેટલી એ આપણે શોધી કાઢી છે કે 12% લેખે 53,400 માટે 2.5% લેખે કેટલા? This is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go to the sum. Company provided him free facility of the meal. Meal means food, for which 80 per meal is expected by the company and rupees 10 per meal is recovered from him. During the year, 300 lunches. Okay. So we will find out the taxable income regarding this. 50 rupees is deductible amount, exempted amount. You know very well. Okay. Free facility for meal. Total 300 dishes multiplied by 80. So 24,000. Exempted amount rupees 50. So from the 9,000, recover amount will be deducted. Recovery rupees 10 is deducted. The taxable 6,000. Taxable amount for the free lunch facility rupees 6,000. 80 રૂપિયા લેખે 24,000 થયા. 50 મજરે મળેવી રકમ છે. એમાંથી કર્મચારી પાસેથી વસૂલાત કરી 10 રૂપિયાની, એ 3,000 બાદ કરી નાખ્યા. ટેક્સેબલ એમાઉન્ટ આવી 6,000. Is this clear? Hello? $6,000 will be written in the
Yes,
sheet.
sir.
Okay, 6,000 will be written in the sheet. $6,000. Free facility or meal Okay, go to the sum again. This is the very important point. 12, he purchased laptop 15,000 from the employer on 30th April 20, which was purchased by the employer at the rate of 1 lakh on the 1st May 18. 2018 ના રોજ એક લેપટોપ ખરીદેલું છે. એટલે લેપટોપ એ મૂવેબલ એસેટ કહેવાય. એટલે મૂવેબલ એસેટની આપણે પ્રોવિઝન જોવી પડે અને એમાંથી ડેપ્રિસિએશન વિલ બી ડિડક્ટેડ. ડેપ્રિસિએશન બાદ કરવો પડે, રાઈટ? ઓકે, એટલે 50% ડેપ્રિસિએશન આવે છે. એ આપણે એની પ્રોવિઝન જોઈએ. મતલબમાં તમારે યાદ રાખવાનું 15,000 નું લેપટોપ ખરીદેલું છે એમ્પ્લોયર 30th April 20 અને એમ્પ્લોયરે ખરીદેલું 1 મે 18 ના રોજ. હવે 18 થી આપણે ડેપ્રિસિએશન માઇનસ કરવો પડશે. ઓકે, તો બેનિફિટ ઓફ મૂવેબલ એસેટ. તો આવા પ્રકારની મૂવેબલ એસેટ ખરીદવાથી કેટલો બેનિફિટ થયો છે એ ટેક્સેબલ થાય છે. બરાબર? એટલે એમ્પ્લોયીએ એમ્પ્લોયર પાસેથી આ લેપટોપ ખરીદ્યું છે, એનો ડેપ્રિસિએશન ગણીએ. પહેલા પ્રોવિઝન જોઈ લઈએ. આ પ્રોવિઝન છે એની પેજ નંબર 143 પર આપેલી છે. આપણે જોવાનું કોમ્પ્યુટર, લેપટોપ એ કોમ્પ્યુટરમાં આવે, ઇલેક્ટ્રોનિક આઇટમમાં આવે. એટલે ઓરિજિનલ કોસ્ટ ટુ ધ એમ્પ્લોયર લેસ ડેપ્રિસિએશન 50%. 50% ઘસારો દર વર્ષે બાદ કરવાનો છે. કઈ પદ્ધતિ? રિડ્યુસિંગ બેલેન્સ મેથડ. એટલે ઘટતી જતી બાકીની પદ્ધતિ, રિડ્યુસિંગ બેલેન્સ મેથડ. તો સિમ્પલ આપણે 2 વખત 50% ડેપ્રિસિએશન બાદ કરવો પડશે. કેલ્ક્યુલેશનમાં જોઈએ તો value on the 1st May 18 1 lakh, depreciation 50%. So reducing balance 50,000, written down value. So the depreciation deducted 1819. Again 50% depreciation will be applied for 1920, 50%. So the written down value on the date of 1st April 20, 25,000. Purchase value 15,000. This amount is given in the sum now. So benefit 10,000. Taxable benefit 10,000. એટલે 1 લાખનું લેપટોપ એમ્પ્લોયીએ 15,000 માં ખરીદેલું. તો એમ્પ્લોયીને બેનિફિટ કેટલો થયો? તો 50% ડેપ્રિસિએશન 2 વખત બાદ કર્યો. એટલે 50,000 માંથી ફરી 50% 25,000 બાદ કરે, 25,000 રહ્યા. એટલે 25,000 નું લેપટોપ એમ્પ્લોયીએ 15,000 માં ખરીદ્યું. એટલે એમ્પ્લોયીને બેનિફિટ થયો 10,000 નો અને આ બેનિફિટ ટેક્સેબલ થાય છે. Employee got the benefit 10,000 because written down value on the date of the 1st April 20, 25,000, while the employee has paid 15,000. So employee got the benefit 10,000. This become taxable. Okay. Go to the sheet. $10,000. Gross salary 9,14,165. Do not forget to deduct the professional tax 2,400. So the taxable salary 9,11,765. Is that clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 9,11,765 is the amount of taxable salary. Okay.